Hi Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Archangel Michael cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Whenever you see my reading will be the right time to see the reading, okay? All right, so take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. Two cards for Cancer for their highest good. Oh, one more card. Wow. Wow, look at that. You have Archangel Michael says, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. So that is a beautiful card to get. Wow. So good things are coming towards you. Abundance is coming, prosperity. So it's good. Nice, nice, nice. Abundance in all ways, shape, and form. And then it says, be honest with yourself. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth. Let Source take it from there. Exactly. Definitely. Be truthful with yourself. Be truthful in how you are, who you are, and, ask the divine for help whenever you need it. Okay. Because they're there. They're definitely, Archangel is always there. Always, always, always. All the Archangels, everyone is there. All right. So let's do this. All right, Cancer, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, 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 Spirit. One for the current. One for the situation. One for the past. One for what's hidden. One for what you need to do. I'm sorry, for the hopes and fears. This is for the hopes and fears. Okay, thank you. For what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. All right, so you're really frustrated. From what when I was doing all these cards, I feel like you are very frustrated about something. You're tired. You're very overwhelmed about everything that's going on. Okay. So you really need to rest, okay? Really take it easy. You see this card? It's about resting. It's about, napping whenever you feel tired. It's time to rest, to recharge yourself, okay? Really take it easy. Start taking care of yourself. For the situation, I feel like you're wanting prosperity to come in, some kind of prosperity, some kind of abundance coming in. Well, you got your answer right here because Archangel Michael says it's coming. Just have patience, okay? You do have the Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like you're trying to reach that material success. You want that stability. I feel like there could, I feel like this is now. I feel like all your hard efforts is going to pay off. Okay, really, they're going to pay off. You have the Two of Swords up here for the what's hidden. The Two of Swords is saying that you're at a crossroads right now, trying to figure things out. Am I going to go this way? Am I going to go that way? I also feel like you're contemplating on a decision, a hard decision. You have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is talking about having patience, about seeing the truth in things. I'm sorry. Well, yes, you have to see the truth in everything, but really having patience, really not rushing into anything, making quick decisions, really having that patience, okay? You do have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands says that you're very tired, very tired. Don't give up on anything. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, really start nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, trusting that intuition, okay, because you need to. And then you have the Five of Wands here. The Five of Wands is talking about still have a lot of anger, still have that frustration. We'll see why it's all here, Cancer. So let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. It's just going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, 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 Cancer. The Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Oh, okay. One more card. Wow, nice. All right, so wow, Okay, so definitely you have left something behind, or you're about to leave something behind. Really catch up on your sleep, okay? Because all these cards that you've had before, they're always talking about taking care of yourself, but it's time to rest. Really rest your body, rest your mind, whatever it is, just rest, okay? You need to. And you're definitely on going in a different direction. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is talking about that you're leaving something behind. A lot of you guys are going on this spiritual journey, thinking about everything that's going on, connecting the dots of this, of that, of, why everything's happening the way it is. And if you see this picture, he's sitting on a rock, he's looking at it, and he's like contemplating about everything, seeing, reviewing his life over, and that's basically you going through the spiritual journey. I feel like also too that a lot of you guys are leaving a lot of things behind, like a lot of things that you didn't do, that you were doing before, you're not doing them anymore. It's just different. They're asking you to really think positive and everything, see the light and everything, because the sun is shining on you. There are happy times here. You're gonna be feeling happy, useful, like just laughing and just being happy. You're not gonna be on this you're not going to have that energy where everything's going down, I feel low, I feel all this, and you're starting to see the light. You're going to be positive, you're going to be happy, you're going to be youthful, you're going to be able to, you're going to have that playful child in you come out. So it's nice. You just want to have fun, and I don't blame you, I do too. Ugh. All right, so then you have the Six of Pentacles. And why is the Six of Pentacles here for the situation? On my card. Wow. All right. All right. So you do have the Six of Pentacles, and I feel like you're definitely, you're wanting to receive some kind of prosperity, and you will. It's just in divine timing, and things are looking up for you, so it's good. Move away from all this negativity. Really start to take care of yourself. You're very loving, you're very nurturing. That energy is here. This is you. Whether you're male or female, like tarot has no card, no gender, so just know that. You're very loving, you're very giving, but trust your intuition, okay? You have a gift, your inner gift that they have given you, and they're asking you to trust it. Like when you feel tired, rest. When you feel like, you just can't do it anymore, just like really rest, okay? Really take care of yourself. It's time. Nurture yourself, you guys. Really start nurturing yourself. I feel like there could be some kind of proposal here for some of you guys. I also feel like you're definitely moving forward from a lot, and they're asking you to move forward. They're asking you to not stay in this, this place where you're always worried about money, always worried about things, really take the time to live your life, to nurture yourself, to know that the abundance is going to come in, but it's in divine timing, okay? Have that patience also. I feel like also too, for some of you guys, that you've been giving yourself a lot. You've been, doing so much, getting the kids together, doing your job, doing your home, doing your work and family, and you continuously do that. You're very tired. It feels like you're very tired. And I feel like you really need to start setting boundaries, and get away from that. You don't need to stay in situations like that, or you need to start saying no, okay? Or ask for help, because for some reason, you're overly giving. You're giving a lot of yourself, and nobody else seems to be helping, and you need to try to balance that out. Wow, that was a message for somebody. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is talking about, it's in the past position, but there could have been that I feel like it's now that I feel like this hard work that you've been doing, everything at home, everything at work, that it's going to pay off, that you will reach that material success. And I feel like there could be some kind of promotion or some kind of abundance coming in for you, because I do feel it. I feel like there's something here, it's going to come in. Just need to have patience. I know it's the hardest thing to say and do, but it is. You need to have that patience. You have the Two of Swords here for what's hidden, Cancer. And why is the Two of Swords here? One more card. Wow. All right, so you do have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is talking about, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, following your heart. There's traveling here also for some of you guys. Feel like there's going to be ideas, starting new projects also. But you're like in a crossroads, you're contemplating decisions. You're also like not knowing which path to take. It's like right now you're at a standstill, right? You're like this person here. She's just standing there. She's holding two swords, right? But it's either this way or that way. They're in a cross, right? You're at a crossroads. You're trying to contemplate, kind of trying to figure out, what direction you're trying to go, and you will know. You just gotta like really give yourself some time. Okay, right now is the time to rest. Right now is the time to nurture yourself. You're gonna have clarity on that. You're gonna understand why everything is going the way it's going, but you just need to have that patience. Okay, because there is a decision that's gonna come up very soon. You need to make it from your heart. You need to trust your intuition, and you need to follow your heart. Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you're trying to accomplish, that you're trying to put into play? They're asking you to do that. Okay, so really follow your heart. I feel like there's messages coming in for you, unexpected message coming through for you. And I feel also too with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you've been feeling down, feeling alone. Like, you're like, the kids are there, yes, but you're still feeling alone. You're still feeling like, like maybe you don't have family around you. There's something here about like you just feel alone. You're feeling alone. You're feeling down. You're feeling like, at times that there are times that sometimes you don't feel like you have enough for everything. The material that you want, the prosperity that you want, that you just feel like you're not going to have enough. You will. Okay, this is just temporary. You feeling down and alone, this is a good thing. You got to see it in a good thing, because you could rest. You could catch up on your nurturing for yourself, but really, really know that all this is just temporary. Okay, it's not going to last forever. You're going to move forward. It's just right now is a time for everybody to rest, to nurture yourself, because trust me, it's going to start moving very fast, very quick. You do have the Knight of Swords here. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Cancer? One more card. Wow. So things are going to start moving. So things are going to start changing quick, very fast. Things that you didn't even expect are going to change. So be ready, okay? With the Knight of Swords here, have patience for everything that's going on in your life. If you don't see results, if you don't see all this prosperity all the time, just know that it's going to come in. Have patience for everything. I feel like there is going to be some kind of news coming in. I feel like there's going to be success here. I feel like you're definitely moving forward. But there's also a lot of changes that are going to be coming through. I also feel like for some of you guys, you're going to be moving resident to resident. But definitely a lot of changes that are going to come through. Expect it, because it's coming in. Okay, know it. It's coming in. There is success. There's victory here. You're definitely charging forward. So it's nice. This is very nice. Then Cancer, you have the Nine of Wands, and what you need to do now. Oh, okay. One more card. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, thank you, spirits. So the spirits always let me know like what's going on. Okay, they if you think that they're not here, they are, and I'm gonna show you why. Because in this position is what you need to do now. You have the Nine of Wands, right? You start off with the Nine of Wands. Well, you also have the Nine of Wands again. Here we go. The Nine of Wands. Cancer, hello. You're tired, you're frustrated, you want to give up on things sometimes, and it's like sometimes you just don't know what to do, right? You're tired. But they're asking you like stay strong, stay strong. There's success, there's happiness coming towards you, even though it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. You've been feeling down, you've been feeling frustrated, you've been feeling all kinds of things, just persevere forward. Don't give up on things, because things are going to shift. Things are going to change for you. Okay. And they want you to do that. Okay. And you also have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is saying that, You know how to handle this. You know how to handle these emotions. You know how to handle everything you're going through. You've been through the worst, Cancer. I've seen you. I've seen you be hurt and grieving, and then you rise right back up, and you're like, I'm here. I'm here to conquer it, So just, hang in there and don't give up on things. You do have the Queen of Cups again here for what you need to work on. And why is the Queen of Cups here? And again, I'm telling you guys, really start taking care of yourself, nurture yourself. It's a big thing here, okay? It's a big, big thing here. You do have that because you're very overwhelmed with so much that's going on. My goodness. All right. So, excuse me. You have the Queen of Cups here. You start off with the Queen of Cups. Really nurture yourself. Start taking care of yourself, trusting that intuition, okay? Trust that intuition. Right now you're at a crossroads. You're reviewing everything. You're looking at your whole life, how it happened, what you did to get there, everything. You're reviewing everything from your kids to your spouse to your work, everything. You're reviewing everything and you're contemplating about what's your next step, okay? They're asking you to really take care of yourself so you can clear your mind, so you can make these decisions to clearly, okay? So really take the time to do that. Remember that you're like the emperor, okay? You are the emperor. The emperor, he's all the kings in one. He has stability. He's very strong-willed. He's very intelligent, and he's very focused. He has that stableness. He knows how to handle himself, and that's the way they want you to be. They want you to be the leader that you are. Speak about what you don't want to speak. Speak your truth. Start doing what you need to do to get everything in order, because you need to, okay? You're very strong-willed. You're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way. Okay, the king, the emperor, he has clothes on, right? But he also has his armor underneath his clothes. If you look closely, you could see that he has the armor underneath it because he's ready for anything. And that's you. You're ready for anything that comes your way. All these changes, all these things that are coming through, you're ready for it. You know how to handle things. Okay, so just remember that. You have the Five of Wands is here for the outcome. And why is the Five of Wands here? Where's Five of Wands here for Cancer? One more card. Wow. All right, so you do have the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Well card. The Well card is talking about, that changes are going to come through. First you start off with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is talking about, being frustrated, having anxiety, being angry, mad, They're asking you to have patience, really have patience for everything, because everything's going to, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Everything is going to fall into place. Okay. It really is. Things are changing. They're definitely changing. You're not the same person that you used to be anymore, because you're looking at things very differently now. With the Knight of Pentacles here, but they're asking you to really have patience and stop trying to control things. Stop trying to do, trying to cut corners on things. Really just have your patience. Find your patience on everything. Just go with the flow. Okay, you need to do this. All right, Cancer, because you've been through it all, and you're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way, any decisions, any new path, anything. Things are going to start getting better. Believe in that. Believe in yourself. Okay, believe in that, because good things are coming in. Wow. All right. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. God bless.